And so the question, the sort of orienting question, what we're moving into now is, why is sense making so critical? And what is it?
So
we want to take a moment just to deconstruct, kind of what we believe we're up to here. What we believe we're up to here is we're up to creating environments that increases people's capacity for sense and respond, the ability to sense what's going on around us and to respond. And so we talk about sense and respond at the level of the organization, at the level of teams. You could say that agility is the capacity to sense what's going on around us, and then respond and sense and respond. And as opposed to making big predictions, big plans, not to say that we don't have them, but the sort of front line of our capacity is in sensing and responding. And the underlying operating system for this sense and respond is how we make sense of what we're sensing and and how we might respond.
So we sense something, like we look at a statistic or a metric, or we feel something in a meeting, or we have a conversation with somebody which senses something, and then this happens really quickly, we make sense of it, right?
Yep.
And that leads us. Yep. That leads us to a response, which leads back to what we can sense.
Right. And this all happens, so the making sense part happens literally in a matter of milliseconds, certainly in less than a second. And for the most part, we are unaware. In fact, you could say that we're not necessarily the ones making sense. The sense making, in a sense, kind of makes us. It determines, for instance, what we can sense, what we observe, what we notice. Right? Oftentimes we everything, because the making sense part, the sense making part, literally determines what we can sense and how we can respond.
We could say that our sense making runs us or operates us, rather than us being aware of it, being conscious of it.
Yeah, it's like
so this is the place for leverage. If we're going to deal with the world in a more complex way, like an agile way, then we need to make sense in a different way than we used to.